Okay, now I'm recording. Okay, so because I'm recording now and I'm probably going to post this somewhere, I'm going to say one more time, always do your own research when it comes to investing your money, cryptocurrency, different projects, anything that's going on in the world. You're probably going to want to take a look at for yourself when it comes to that sort of thing. But with that being said, we're going to get it right into cryptocurrency, where the markets are right now, where they could potentially go, what you can do, and what it all kind of potentially means in terms of trading your fiat money for crypto, or trading your regular dollars, Canadian dollars, US dollars. I don't think I have anybody else from different places on Facebook, but if you're on the Zoom, who's on the Zoom? Yeah, everybody on the Zoom is in Ontario too. So, with that being said, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So most people, I'm going to start off with Bitcoin, obviously, because everybody's all about, Bitcoin, and, it's really, really cool and it's exciting right now for sure. Right. And then I'm going to get into a few different alternative coins, they're called, that you might want to potentially look at in terms of investing, in terms of potential projects that are going to be around for the long term. Right? Cryptocurrency is like this term that's being thrown around all which way. And there's lots of different crypto projects and different cryptocurrencies, all up and down this chart, this list. There's like 3,000 cryptos or something like that. Wow, there's 4,000 now. So when I looked at this, a year and a half ago, a couple years ago, I don't know, there was about 2,000, 2,500 different cryptocurrencies. Now there's 4,000, right? Here's the thing, guys. If you're watching this right now, whether it's on YouTube later, Facebook, Zoom, most of these cryptos are probably not going to play out for the long term. They're probably not going to stick around. I always say this cryptocurrency right now is like the internet back in 95 or after 95, when it started to pop. There's this bubble. It's about to explode or whatever. Anyways, not to speculate too much, right? But cryptocurrency right now is basically the internet back in 1995. It's very, very, very early. And I wonder if I can actually go to a whiteboard here. If I go to a whiteboard, I'm pretty sure you can see it on Facebook too. That's the hope. So if not, I apologize, but hopefully you're able to see this. Basically, I just want to say really, really quick that if this is the, actually, let me do that again. Undo. Let me do that again. If this is the market of how things are going to go in terms of market cap, supply, and the whole market in general, the whole cryptocurrency market in general, we're kind of like in this area right here. Okay, I should have done that a different color. I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in the cryptocurrency world, in the markets, we have all of this way to go still. So if you've bought and if you purchased any cryptocurrency right now, then you're already ahead of the game. You're already ahead of the game. You're already considered an early investor, as only 1% of people even know about cryptocurrency, even know about what this is. And so, like I said, that's not where I meant to go. Like I said, if you do want to research more or find out more about different cryptos, different things you might want to research into, you're going to want to look at cryptomarketcap.com. You can search any of these cryptocurrencies. Cardano, for example. Cardano is super, super popular. Is it a great project? For sure. It's probably a tremendous project. It'll probably be here for the long term. You can click on any of them. Click on their white paper. That's what you're going to want to do. If a cryptocurrency has a white paper, that's a great thing. And, you can see some of the team, the people behind the project itself. I thought there'd be a little bit more here. Oh, there's the website here. So there's the white paper. You go to their website. You can check out the team behind the cryptocurrency itself. You can check out who they are, what they do, what their mission is, and what their project is really, really about. For example, Cardano is a proof of stake blockchain platform the first to be founded on a peer-reviewed research and developed through evidence-based methods. It combines pioneering technologies to provide unparalleled security and sustainability to decentralized application systems and societies. Blah, 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 blah. Probably not going to really understand what that means, right? But when you keep on reading and you keep digging into crypto, you will begin to understand is the whole point. You need to do your research, obviously. So cryptomarketcap.com. Having said that, we're going to get right into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, where is it at right now? It's at $47,000 USD. It is crazy, crazy, crazy high. Shazay, bro, what's good? We're live on Facebook, but I'll try to check the chat as much as possible. At least I think we're live on Facebook. You know, I hope it's working. Some people are wanting this information. Anyway, you know, not too long ago, this is why people have always been kind of skeptical of Bitcoin, because it did this tremendous roundup, you know, back in 2017, and then did a tremendous round down. Okay. And then people are like, oh my gosh, it's a scam. I lost my house. I invested too much money. I screwed up, blah, 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 blah. Right. Because you know, just like anything, when you're learning something new, it's like learning a new language. You usually have a teacher teaching you how or how to speak a new language. They're teaching you sentence structure. They're teaching you the words and the letters and how to formulate them. They're teaching you how to speak it. This is the same thing. You got to learn how to formulate your words and sentences when it comes to learning about cryptocurrency, when it comes to learning about anything new, any kind of new skill set, right? And analyzing the charts is a skill set on its own. Learning what all of this means is a skill set. Learning when to buy, when to sell, that is a skill set. Actually, my bad. I can't, you know, I'm not the one with all the information anyways. I'm not the one with absolutely everything. I have you know, there's a lot of credit that goes to a lot of the people that I've learned from. Can't dig in right there. Hang on. Let me just fingerprint this baby. Let me, oh my, there we go. Signing in. This is a site where I started learning all about this from. Okay, this academy is strictly an educational based platform. That's my mother, by the way. I made her account, retire her by the end of the year. But this is the site where I started learning about all this from, about cryptocurrency, how it works, and how to take advantage of these markets. It's just one academy that we have, basically learning how to make your money work for you. And so, for example, we have different academies that are going to teach you different things. Maybe it's trading in the markets. Maybe it's learning about cryptocurrency and how you can participate. Maybe it's e-commerce. You want to become a digital entrepreneur. Maybe you want to, you know, develop multiple streams of income. You need some part-time money coming in. You know, this might be for you. You might need something like this to take part in, to learn a new skill set online. There's a saying, right? If you don't have an online business, you're going to be out of business. And so with that being said, there's lots of opportunity here. If you have questions about it, let me know. E-commerce, digital currencies, learning how to trade in the markets, learning how to make your money work for you. Something that schools did not teach you back in the day. Okay. Quadrant. Back in the day, schools don't really teach you this information, right? They teach you how to, you know, be good, you know, get good grades, get a job, which is great. You need that. You should be thankful for that sort of thing, right? And that's really, really, really important to put food on the table, right? What they don't teach you, though, is something like this: leveraging, you know, systems to work underneath you and getting paid for doing so, or owning a business, investing, learning how to make your money work for you. This is what, you know, 5% of the population are doing. They are running their own business. They are learning how to make their money work for them so that they don't have to work so hard for it. So with that being said, if you have any questions about opportunity or how you too can work part-time on your fortune while full-time at your job, then shoot me a message. Let me know. I'd love to help you out and learn something new. And it might be for you. It may not be. But at least you know more about it. So with that being said, Now that we know where some of this information is coming from, where I've learned some of this, let's get right into Bitcoin and where we're at. This has gone up tremendously in value. Super, super brief story here. Check this out. Never mind. But basically what you saw in 2017 has happened over and over and over again. It happened here from like $1 to $30. It happened here from like $10 to $1,000. I think somewhere in here from like $100 to $2,000. Sorry. And then it happened here again, going from about $2,000 all the way up to $20,000. Right? So that's what makes this so exciting. That's what makes the potential so incredibly attractive and so incredibly, amazing. What I want to kind of show right now is, we got right up to that almost that $50,000 mark. So in terms of investing, in terms of learning how to make your money work for you, what does that really mean? What does that really indicate for you, right? Let's say you bought Bitcoin at 10 grand or less. Boom. Around 10 grand, $10,000 USD or less. Let's say you had $1,000 that added up, right, to your total investment underneath 10 grand. Boom. That $1,000 now is now almost $5,000. You have 5x'd your money, 5 times your normal dollars, your normal Canadian dollars, your normal US dollars. That's basically what happened here from August, September time, all the way up till now, last week, last month, right? So with that being said, that's what that's like. So when you're seeing 10x returns or 20x returns, that's what that means. And I'm going to show you a couple things that are going to be doing those things soon in the near future. But what does this mean for Bitcoin right now? We've already gone up so high and so far that anything could happen at this point. This could just crash down to nothing. This could go to $100,000. We don't know what's going to happen. But in terms of the fundamentals and what's happening in the world and the news and all these things that are coming out, Elon Musk buying Bitcoin, everything like that, the potential is high. Where this thing could really, really go is high. So let's think about this for a second. Everybody down here that was buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and pushing price up. Yes, smart money it's called. Banks bought Bitcoin and different, people with a lot of money bought Bitcoin, obviously. And then they sold, and then this downward price action came out. But what's really, really interesting between then and now is that before in 2017 was when the whole, or like not the whole world, that's not what I meant to say, but everybody, like the average individual, your taxi driver, your mother, your friend, we're all talking about Bitcoin because it came out on the news or whatever. And then everybody started investing at $8,000, $10,000, $20,000 and wasn't really sure where this was going to go. And then boom, crash. And then everybody becomes skeptical and then everybody loses their minds, right? And I can't really speak on that too much because I wasn't in this whole thing. I got in, thankfully, here. But I wouldn't have known to do that unless I had access to the mentors and the people teaching me what to do. But with that being said, we could possibly, what could possibly happen from 50K, because there's tons of resistance. This is the thing about 50K right now, is that there is a ton of resistance. I'm just going to remove all my drawings. There is a ton of resistance right now, meaning that price is having an incredibly hard time pushing past $50,000 USD, right? We're having an incredible hard time kind of pushing past that. Why is that? Well, we're just waiting for something big to happen. Either the big guys are going to take their profits and we're going to see this fall to a certain level, or eventually this is just going to keep doing its thing. I don't know how to draw on here. Hang on. Can I draw on here? I can draw on here, but I don't know how to draw on here. Dot, arrow. Nope, no idea. Cool. It's all good. We're going to fluctuate up here and probably go past 50K. We don't know. But things I would look for is definitely this area. I want to say this area. Anywhere between 44K and 40,000. Okay. You're probably going to want to look for a dip down between 44 and 40,000 USD. I'm letting you know that right now. I mean, there's multiple things that could take place over the next little bit, but that's what I see happening. The other place I would kind of look for is this area right here. And what you're going to want to do is dollar cost average. Now, obviously, don't just do what I say. I'm just letting you know my experience and what I've done so far and whatever. And a good idea for investors that people tend to talk about in terms of, a good way to manage your money. Let's say you had $2,000 and you just want to buy Bitcoin. You're probably going to want to put in $1,000 right now. You're probably going to want to put in $1,000 literally right now, half of the investment in right now, and then hold it for the next 5 to 10 years. And then you're going to want to take maybe another $200. Maybe you're going to want to take another $200 and invest it at 44K. Maybe you're going to want to take another $200 and invest it at 40K, just in case we get a dip down to here. We get a dip down to here. Another $200, maybe at 36K. Another $200, boom, at 31,000. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's $800. Boom, you got $200 left over in case this thing goes to zero. Just kidding. That's not going to happen in the near future. But that's what I would look for. You're going to want to dollar cost average. That's what that means. If you got $1,000, maybe you put in $250 at 4 different price levels. And the reason why I'm saying those areas is because we have different price supports, okay? Different areas that you're going to want to look at. And these are crucial. Like, price is probably not going to go below $30,000. Price isn't probably going to go below $30,000 30K. What I could see happen is something literally right here, maybe a spike down to 31,600. But that's all speculative. Okay? I would definitely look for those price levels. So hopefully you guys got notes on what I just said right there. Because that's going to be crucial. The other thing I would look at is a potential Fibonacci retracement, which is a tool that we can use to locate where price might eventually, where price might eventually retrace to. And so 50% would actually be really, really, I don't want to say perfect, but 50%, the 50% retracement level would be something to look for. That's exactly where I said where you might want to look for. And then rejection to the upside, and away we go. So that's what I would kind of look for. That's why I said 40K. All right, take a picture, or those on the Zoom right now, you'll have the access to the YouTube. Those who are live watching this on Facebook, if you are, let me know about the YouTube channel, and I'll be able to hook you up with this update and that sort of thing. But that's what I would look for. But every kind of dip down, I've been putting in a little bit more, right? A little bit more. Not a lot, like $10 every dip. boom, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks. Okay, literally. And then I've got a little bit more in case it dips down to the, oh wow, it looks so much weirder on the 4 hour time when you go up close for the 40K region. So hopefully you got notes on that. That's something I would look for, you know, anywhere between 30, 36K, 40 and 44K. Boom. So that's Bitcoin. Really, really cool stuff. Oh, where could it go? Where could it go, guys? Here's the thing. So here's some news. Here's some actually utility being implemented and that sort of thing. I mean, we know, right? This whole thing is what made the price of Bitcoin go up. And just so everybody knows, it wasn't necessarily just Elon Musk buying it, okay? It wasn't necessarily Elon Musk buying Bitcoin and pushing price up. Did he buy Bitcoin and price went up? Yeah, for sure that happened, obviously. But what made this happen was also the news of Elon Musk buying Bitcoin, right? There's a difference. We don't know when Elon Musk bought Bitcoin. We only know that he bought Bitcoin because Tesla is a publicly, you know, exchange stock. You know, we know it's out there, obviously, that he's transferred fiat dollars, regular US dollars or whatever, into Bitcoin, right? So let me repeat that again. With this may not have been, it could have been from Elon Musk buying Bitcoin, but this was from the news coming out of Elon Musk buying Bitcoin. All right. So I hope that makes sense in terms of the difference. So where could this go? 100 grand by the end of the year would be ideal. 100 grand by the end of 2021 would be incredible. When he bought Bitcoin, it only went up like 4 grand. Yeah, 4 grand. Well, 40,000 to 44 would be 4 grand. But yeah, James, I think you're right. You know, when he did push the price up, it was around that much, right? So with that being said, the news had a huge impact. So speaking about news, something really cool is, what was it called? It was called BitPay. I think it was called BitPay. Yeah, BitPay. BitPay, right, is partnered up now with MasterCard, okay? That's allowing you to use your Bitcoin funds to make purchases. Now, obviously, like I said at the beginning of this call, we are super early in this industry, in the markets here. We are early investors, early buyers of crypto, you could say, right? So with that being said, you know, not every store yet is accepting Bitcoin, of course. Not every store is even accepting BitPay, right? So that's the thing. We're getting into the utility side of things of crypto and digital currencies being used, but we're just not like there yet. Not everybody's going to Starbucks and spending their Bitcoin on their coffee yet, right? We're not at that point, but we're getting there. BitPay's partnered up with MasterCard for us to allow us to be able to use our Bitcoin to make purchases, which is really cool, because if you bought Bitcoin below 10 grand, right, you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty good, along with other assets. Of course, there's a ton of different assets that you could have bought and made, you know, fantastic, incredible gains. But that's something really cool. The other side that I wanted to share was this right here, talking about Apple. Okay, so if you thought Elon Musk was big, right? If you thought that was a big headline, I mean, he is, but he's not the richest person in the world. That's a whole nother story. We're not going to get into that, but because that's not the point here. But what about Apple? Apple is getting into Bitcoin. Apple is going to allow. There we go. That was the sailor gentleman there, actually tweeting to Elon Musk back in the day, December 20, 2020. letting Elon Musk know that he should transfer some fiat US dollars into Bitcoin. That's really, really interesting. He's the multi-billionaire here, telling all these other billionaires to buy Bitcoin and transfer their funds, which is going to be a benefit. But anyways, Apple, think about Apple, guys. Apple's is going to get into crypto and Bitcoin, and they're going to allow an exchange of payments, an exchange of transaction through Bitcoin and Apple Pay. Okay, so what I just recently found out, actually about an hour ago, was that BitPay, the guys with the MasterCard, they're actually going to be accepted, I believe. Don't quote me on it, obviously, but I believe as for us to be able to upload our BitPay card onto Apple Pay, for us then to be able to use the transactions, to be accepted everywhere. Anywhere that accepts Apple Pay, boom, we can now use our Bitcoin funds through Apple Pay, through the wallets. All right. So that's really, really cool, you know, and that's the thing. When all this news comes out, there's news about MasterCard, Visa, Apple, Elon Musk, you know, a bunch of different things. Boom. That is what sets this off. Boom. Now, what's going to make price go down? What's going to make price go down, of course, is everybody getting scared, or the news coming out with some silly headline, you know, and putting fear into people and doing what they do and whatever else. And we're not going to get into too much of that either, but you know, that's something that what might put, you know, Bitcoin down or whatever. So that's really, really cool. Hopefully you guys got some value from what was just said there. But basically, guys, I'm going to be talking more about the top kind of 5 cryptos that I believe you should look at. And why am I saying that? Why am I saying that you should look at just maybe a few different cryptos for the long term? For the long term. Look into some different things, right? There's no harm in looking at different things. Actually, I'm going to get into that a little bit too. I'm going to get into potential and what there could be down here momentarily. But check this out, guys. World Economic Forum. This is not a secret anymore. Okay? They're literally putting it in your face. All right? December 2020, World Economic Forum came out with this thing. All right? And they've had meetings about it and all that stuff. And boom, there you have it. We've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Tezos, Cello, I don't know, Litecoin, okay? Zcash, Filecoin. Pretty important cryptocurrencies, obviously, that are going to be partaking in the industry, in the markets. All right, a lot of different value, different information here. Okay, Bitcoin, what it does, implementation strategy, Ethereum, project goals, implementation strategy, Ripple. We think there's bad news on Ripple. Look at this. It's already done. It's already done, guys. It's already said and done. These things are going to have a big factor in the next ecosystem, in the next financial world of things. Litecoin, by the way, guys, if you think about Bitcoin, you can think of it like gold. Okay. So the thing about Bitcoin and why it's so popular is because it is basically gold. It is a store of value. Okay. Just like gold does these cycles years in and years out. And price eventually goes up, right? Think about a $20 gold coin, you know, 50 years ago is worth like $2,000 now, right? A $20 gold coin 50 years ago is like $2,000 now. Bitcoin, you know, literally, let me think about this. 10 years ago, 11 years ago, Bitcoin was what? Under $50. It was under $50, and now it is 50,000 USD. That's why it's popular, right? And it's doing it so quickly. It's doing it so rapidly. And that's what makes this so attractive. That's what makes this so intriguing, because billionaires, millionaires, corporations, businesses, they're going to be entering their funds into Bitcoin, most likely. Obviously, do not quote me on it, but that's basically what's going to happen. And price will just keep going up. There's lots of theories, of course, of it going to zero, of it being fake, of it just whatever, different speculative things. But this looks pretty popular. This looks pretty promising. Sorry, with the World Economic Forum coming out with this document here. So there you have it, guys. If you've been investing and you've been holding, you know, you're in a pretty good spot. Ethereum, for example, if you look at Ethereum, I bought Ethereum at not super low, but low enough where I'm like happy about it, you know. I don't know, like $300 or something like that. But anyways, and now, you know, it's $1,700 USD, right? Pretty severe. All the cool kids bought Dodge. Yeah, I wasn't there for that. I was not there for Dodge. I don't even want to talk about Dodge on here, but I'm really curious now that you bought now that you brought it up. Obviously, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, what's the? Here we go, Dogecoin. My bad. Obviously, there's lots of potential in a lot of these things to buy and make money from these high, incredible gains. Here's the problem. What most people don't realize, right? It's 8:42. Holy moly, I got 20 more minutes. Here's the issue with Dogecoin, with a lot of these different, you know, cryptos down here, like things that are taking off. I don't even know. I haven't looked into them at all too much, but a lot of them are taking off. They're making 10x, 20x gains, and that's really cool. That's really cute, right? Here's the thing. It's just like GameStop. GameStop did this exact same thing. It did what? It went from like, I was trying to get like oh, here we go, like a measuring tool. It went from like a baseline of a very low amount, skyrocketed. What the heck? That's not cross. I want the measuring tool. I want to be able to drag this. Oh, okay, there we go. It went from like a baseline of like almost nothing, right? And then made this incredible percentage gains of 1,000%. And that's cool. A lot of people probably made money doing that. But here's the thing. I bet you only 90% of people decided to pull out because they realized it was a short-term thing. Same with Dogecoin. Same with Dogecoin here, Dogecoin, whatever. You know, who knows? Maybe this actually goes to $1. I mean, that would be really cool. Here's the thing, it's not going to stay there, right? A lot of people probably expected this to keep going up. People who are not really knowing what's going on or what they're doing, and then they see this huge drawdown of now 50%. Oh my gosh, their emotions probably went out the window and felt incredibly bad that their $1,000 went to 2,000 and then back down to 1,500, you know, and or even worse, maybe somebody bought in here and their $1,000 went to boom, 1,500 and then back down to $1,000. Oh man, what a terrible feeling, right? So that's my point there with some of these things that are taking off and doing their thing. So with that being said, we already said, right, gold is like, I mean, Bitcoin is like gold, and you can think of Litecoin like silver. Litecoin is like silver, right? Let me get rid of this. And check this out. I was literally looking at Litecoin, and I was going to buy some more if it came down to one of these spots. And, or Litecoin. No, I wasn't going to buy more Litecoin. I was going to buy more Stellar, XRP, some of the cheaper things right now. But my point here is, let me go back to here, is that if you take a look at this, Litecoin was particularly cheap this time last year, back in February going into March, April, that whole pandemic thing that took place right away, boom, right? Litecoin went all the way down to $36, $35 USD. That is insane. And now it's all the way up to $215 in just shy of a year, just less than a year, right? That's pretty good. How much was that? How much of a percentage gain was that? Wow, over 500%. Over 500%. You do not see that in the stock market. Oh, I wanted to talk about that too. I got some time. Okay. Those of us who are on the Zoom right now, obviously we're going to be doing our call at 9 p.m. Those of us who are still watching us live on Facebook, I'm not sure if anybody is, because, you know, it's not a super interesting topic for a lot of people, which is unfortunate, right? But if you are still watching, we're going to be trading live at 9 p.m. and shoot me a message. You're welcome to join us on that call. I should have said that at the beginning of this whole call. But anyways, here's the thing. Look at this, right? The previous high was over 300 USD. It got up to about 360 bucks USD. And it went all the way down to 32. So because the previous high was so incredibly high, over 10 times, right? That's what makes this price so incredibly cheap. So incredibly cheap to buy from, right? And you know, I don't mean to talk like I know this is going to take off to $1,000 or I know what's going to happen next. That's not my intention whatsoever. If anything, I hope these all kind of crash one more time and then buy more, right? That would be the ultimate goal. But hey, I'm trying to delete this thing here, but it's not working out right now. There we go. But that's what made that price so cheap, right? And now we've made over 500%, and this thing's probably going to keep taking off. So in terms of percentages and the likelihood of where this could really go, I could probably see this going to at least $500 and probably maybe $1,000, you know, by the end of the year, by the end of 2021. Only because Ethereum is suspected to go to somewhere between 5 and 10,000 by the end of the year. Is it for sure? Do we really know? No, we don't really know. 3,000 is being conservative. 10,000 would be like the holy grail. Oh my gosh, that just happened. You know, take my money and run, right? If Ethereum goes to $10,000, I am pulling out and securing my money, securing the funds. Anyways, same thing with Ethereum, right? The same thing happened with Ethereum. Its previous high was 1,300 bucks. Holy crap, it went all the way down to 150 bucks, $100, and now it's up to $1,700, $1,800. We've surpassed its previous high. There was definitely some implications right here in terms of manipulation and what was happening. But now, you know, who knows? Just like Bitcoin, right? We were looking at a possible retest on Bitcoin to go to 40K, 36,000 again. Same thing with Ethereum. We could potentially see this go down to a certain price level of $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 before continuing to the upside. Obviously, if you are a long-term investor, if you're an investor in cryptocurrency, you're gonna want to see that happen and not be fearful about it. You're not going to be fearful. You're not going to be fearful of these prices dipping. You're just going to want to buy more. Okay, you're just going to want to buy more if it dips. There's a saying: buy the dip, buy the fear, sell the greed. Right? Sell the greed, buy the fear. So you're going to want to buy low, price moves up, sell when it goes super high. That is the whole. That is the whole point. So with that being said, like I said, we could see this potentially dip down, but in all reality of things, this is what's happening here. And I don't see it really going below $1,500 anymore. I don't see it going below $1,500. Same thing with Ethereum though, guys. I was looking for a dip down to $1,500, $1,600. And last night, I marked these things up on my chart last night, and I was looking for the dip down to potentially put in a few more dollars or whatever I wanted to do, where I wanted to put it. And it dipped down literally to 1648, and I missed them all. I missed all the dips because it happened so quickly and so fast last night. I didn't get a chance to buy anything more during these dips that took place. Um, so that's that. Shazay, bro, are you going to be on the call with us at 9? Are you going to be on the call with us at 9, bro? I'm just wondering.
Yes, I will be.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Amazing, amazing. Just wondering because I really gotta take a leak. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta before we start our call. So anyway, that's Ethereum. Or did we look at Litecoin yet? We talked about or the long term of Litecoin. I think this is Ethereum. This is what I was looking for. But we're forming this kind of channel. We're forming this kind of squeeze. So if you wanted to invest, I would same thing, dollar cost average. You're gonna want to put in, if you have $1,000 and you want to diversify your assets, you might want to put into to $200 into Ethereum right now. You might want to put in a 200, $300 into Bitcoin right now. If it goes down, don't be scared. Hold it until she flies. Flies. Just like XRP. I'm holding it until it flies or dies, baby. Anyway, Litecoin, guys, same thing. I was looking for a dip potentially down to here or potentially down to here, mostly just because of this kind of candlestick area right here. Oh, yeah, and it spiked down to there. It did spike right down to this candle right here, and it did that on purpose. There's manipulation in these markets. Banks, institutions, right? They're going to be manipulating the market, and they're going to be doing whatever they got to do to make money. And you got to be able to know how to react off of those things. You got to be able to know when and how to play on that. And that's why I planted that line there and this thing here. Again, like I said, I missed all of these dips. They happened so quickly, almost while I was marking these up, and then went right back up. So that means we have lots of buyers in the market. We still have a ton of buyers here, right? We're holding this incredible support level, and who knows? Something crazy would have to happen for these things to really dip now, like a financial crisis, like the stock market plummeting, which is bound to happen in the near future. So, be ready for that, right? I think I got some. Any altcoins have potential of BT. Sorry, what does BT mean? BT.
Bitcoin, sorry.
Oh, any altcoins have potential of Bitcoin?
Yeah, like going, $50,000, in a few years kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's talks of certain things like that. Like XRP. XRP is very, very speculative. I mean, it's only 55 cents right now, but there is speculation of XRP going to triple digits, $100. So if you're looking for a good return, this would be it. But in terms of like $40,000, $50,000, I mean, you could look at crypto market cap, and there's already a couple of them that are like that right now, such as Yearn Finance is 40 grand, right? But is there anything at a low price that's going to go to thousands of dollars? Nothing that I'm aware about right now. Nothing that I'm aware about right now. What I would take note of is like basically the top 5. What I would take note of is the top 5. Litecoin, what time is it? 8:54. Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or maybe top 6. Cardano's fairly promising, but it had already had its dip down too. It's funny, all these things are acting the same way right now. XLM. Okay, I'm going to get into XLM right before I get into XRP for a couple minutes, which is unfortunate because XRP has like the biggest amount of news. I'm going to have to do a whole YouTube video on it, but there's lots of information out there. Same thing, I was looking for XLM, Stellar, to go down to kind of this spot right here, this potential candle / manipulation in the market, and it did that. It spiked right down, right through, and then kind of bounced right off of there. Same thing, I was looking at this potential Fibonacci retracement area to the 50, or this is the 50, to the 61% because of this candle, maybe to the 50% as well. And it did that both ways. It hit the 61, and it also hit the 50%. So, you know, that's what happened there, obviously. Wild times to be alive, guys. Wild times to be alive. Because of this extra dip down, I did just buy a little bit more, literally just 20 bucks. That's it. Because if this thing actually really crashes, then I'm going to want to have some funds for that. Are we trading? Yeah, bro, we are trading in 5 minutes, brother. We're trading in 5 minutes on the Zoom. So that's XLM. XLM is really, really, really important, guys, because Stellar, think about it like it's the little brother. It's the little brother to XRP Ripple. Okay. I'll say that again. XLM would be a great buy right now. Okay. Or anything under 50 cents, or right now would be a great buy for Stellar. She'll fly, she'll take off. It's already being implemented in, what's that country? Oh my gosh. Oh no, it starts with an S, down south. Oh man, that's hilarious. I'll tell you guys why it's hilarious in another time. But anyway, XRP, guys, the reason why you're going to want to take a look at XRP is there's lots of speculation on whether it's going to die or thrive, right? I've already said this. I'm going to hold it until it dies or thrives because of the potential. Why is XRP so crucial? What you're going to want to look at when you look at markets, guys, when you're researching these things and you're looking up quantum, you're looking up icon, you're looking up different cryptocurrencies, is this right here. Your rate of return. What is your rate of return? What is your ROI? What is the value that you're getting out of spending time with someone? What is the value of you investing into a business? What's the value of spending time on a business that you're working on? What's the value of talking to someone new? What's the value of going to school? This is the same thing. What is the value of me putting my money in here, me putting my money in here, me putting my money in here? What does that look like? Well, XRP has been the last one to go. XRP has been the last one to take off. And it was also the last one to take off back in 2017 during the big pump that made some people rich and made some people very, very poor from losing their money. Unfortunate, right? Anyways, its previous high was $3.20. We are still only at 60 cents USD. So what does that mean, guys? What does that mean? What that means is that we still have potential for not only 400 plus percent, 500%, because that's where this thing's going to go, right? Just like Litecoin, just like Ethereum, just like Bitcoin, just like a few other ones, Zilliqa, Icon, Cardano, whatever. This is going to do the same thing, except it's not going to stop at $3. It's going to go to $5. You know, don't quote me on this, obviously. Do your own research, all that jazz. No promise or claims of anything and whatever. But we're looking for $5 to $10 price range first. That's the first potential target, is $5 to $10 for XRP. If that happens, holy freaking moly, take some money out and dance, okay? Have a dance, drink a glass of whiskey, and smile a lot, okay? Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. But my point is, you're going to want to do some research. It's very speculative right now, of course. The feeling is the secret. The feeling is the secret. All right. Super crucial to manifesting your desires into reality. Okay. Anyway, so that's what we're looking for here. But what I want to say before I end this call, before I stop recording and that sort of thing. Oh man. If anybody watching this call right now can show me how to fix this so I don't have to keep doing this thing all the time when I'm adjusting my time frames, that would be great. I should really know that, but I don't I don't know how to put that back. If anybody knows how, please shoot me a message so we can chat. But guys, check this out. XRP looks like it's about to take off. It's forming this wedge. It's already kind of played out into this area, and it looks like it could just, it looks like it could just run. Because even if things do not happen in the US, even if things exchanges and the US government and whatever, the SEC and the oh crap, I'm gonna have to chop that out. Even if those things don't take place in the US and the lawsuit and everything that's going on in the news and all that stuff, if you have questions about that, feel free to message me. It's going to happen in the rest of the world. Okay. Russia, Spain, it's already happening. Japan, different places where their financial systems have already collapsed. XRP Ripple's already starting to be used. In different countries all over the world. So whether it plays out in the US or not, if you're in Canada and still have access to XRP, hello, it's a green freaking light. And other than that, I'm still waiting for a possible buy at 18 cents. I don't see it coming down to there, but if it does, have some extra funds just in case you see this kind of plummet. It's going to scare a lot of people out of the market. It's going to scare a lot of weak people out of the market. But this thing is potentially could go to 18 cents again. And that would be really, really cool, because buying at 18 cents, you're going to then triple your money when this thing goes back up, right? You're going to have 3 times the gains over time. If you understand what we went over at the beginning of this call. If you don't, go back to the start and do your thing. So guys, with that being said, I'm just going to end this call really, really quick. Am I still signed into Instagram? Yes, I am. Somebody's watching the fights. Guys, I'm on Instagram at limitlesslee.c. If you want to check that out, let's connect further. Shoot me a DM. You're not going to want to miss out on potential gains, on potential earnings, learning, because if you're not learning, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you are dying. And, you want to be able to live a long time. So start learning now so you can start earning now. Peace out. Take care.